who was gonna tell me that VCT America's kickoff is starting tomorrow, January 15th? Who was gonna tell me? Because if I didn't check, I wouldn't have fucking known. So of course today I have to dive into VCT 2026 America Kickoff Pickems on Valor.gg. We all know that there's been some crazy roster changes. It's the start of the season. Everything is on the line. It's the first major event of the season, of the year. And holy shit, it's been so long since champs that I feel like I just got used to not watching VCTs, because honestly that's all I do throughout the year is catch up on VCT. But it is officially the start of the season for America specifically, and so today I wanted to show you guys my pick'ems and what I think about the upcoming season. So on my left here I have Valor.gg open with all my all the brackets placed. On my right I actually have this article. I think it's written by Rabia. Please someone correct me if I'm mispronouncing it, but it has all the confirmed rosters for 2026. Now I didn't fully fact check it, but I believe this is, if not 99%, accurate. So we're gonna dive straight into it. Tomorrow's first game, I believe, is between Loud and Cloud9. If I scroll down a little bit, we can find Loud's roster right up here, and we have Cloud9's roster up here. There are a bunch of new people that have been spread across all these rosters that I personally have not seen before. I don't know if they played for EMEA or for other teams in the past, or if they were in Ascension or whatever the case may be, but I'm really excited to see everyone debut. I mean, when I saw, I think, Sato and Okeanos come in for Leviathan last year, I was super impressed. So I mean, yo, whoever is on each respective roster, I hope they put up a crazy performance, because we love some good Valorant. But first match, Loud versus Cloud9. So on Loud's roster, we have Kaunzin, Pancada, Lucio, Verdi, and Darker. So I think Darker is the only player that I am not familiar with. However, everyone else I am. And on Cloud9, we have Celsius IGL. Is that confirmed? Is that actually confirmed? Celsius IGLing for Cloud9. We have Zeppa, Oxy, Vic, and Penny. So two players, or one player on each team that is new to the roster that I personally don't know. But between the two, part of me feels like Loud's gonna win. Oxy and Vic are phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. Holy, this is still as difficult as I can remember. I'm gonna lock in Loud for now. We'll see. Second match of the day for tomorrow is Envy versus EG. So I think Envy is actually a new team in the Americas. I can throw out my biases here, I'll be honest. EG pulling Calm back in and also picking up Okeanos, I think is a G. Actually, I think their entire EG roster got changed apart from Superman, right? That's actually crazy. But between EG and Envy, truthfully, I know more players on EG than I do Envy. And I kind of want to throw EG here. It's kind of crazy, but we'll see. Between Crew and Furia has picked up EU and Artisan. Someone free my boys from the gulag. No, I'm kidding. No shots to Furia. But I think with the addition of with the revamp even, oh my god, so many of these teams got revamped. It seemed like the roster changes this season have actually been insane. So if I look at Crew, Sadak did not used to play for Crew, but he's playing for Crew now. Dante is still in there. Les is in Crew. MWZ and Silence. I think Silence I knew was a Twitch streamer, or he was maybe in Ascension or like tier 2 Valorant for a while. I remember him queuing with Asuna for a hot minute. I could be wrong. I could be the wrong person, but I actually think low-key Crew might take this one. Crew might take it over Furia. I kind of think that's it there. Then on the last matchup for the first 2 days, we have 100 Thieves versus Leviathan. I actually think Leviathan has a decently stacked roster. King stayed as the IGL, Sato's still there, Spikes is also there, and these two are new players that I'm not aware of. And then we have 100 Thieves, who I think picked up Timotino and Vora. See, from a lot of the things I've heard, this match does seem like a 50-50. I want to believe in my boys 100 Thieves, so I'm going to go with 100 Thieves on this one. Moving up to upper round 2, we have NRG versus Loud. Now, this is going to be an insane match if I lock in Loud here. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go with my first instinct. But NRG versus Loud, you can't not favorite the previous champs winners. You just can't. Even though Som is no longer a part of NRG, Kiko, I'm pretty sure, is a pickup from, was it Team Liquid that he used to play for? I'm pretty sure. Why is there like a whole separate thing for Kiko? What? There's like a whole separate thread for Kiko. Oh, well, it's not that long, but oh yeah, so he played in EMEA, yes, but was it? Yeah, he played in Team Liquid. Okay. So despite them not having Som anymore, I actually think Kiko is a great addition to this roster. I think he's pretty strong. I actually love this move that NRG made. So considering they have kept the exact same roster but replaced one player, I still think it's a strong player. So I think you gotta favor NRG in this matchup here. Now this is the other crazy team that absolutely everybody has been talking about, and that is of course MIBR. We have our GOAT Aspas and the one and only humble king Zachary Patron. Like, how the fuck did MIBR manage to pick up Zach? If you're looking at this roster, this is actually probably the most stacked roster of all the teams. I actually think the only roster that can probably rival MIBR is G2. Not even joking. Not even joking. I genuinely wholeheartedly believe that. So on MIBR, we have Verno, Aspas, Mazzino, and Tex. I think only Aspas and Verno stayed from MIBR, and all three, oh sorry, and Zach of course, but the other three haven't picked up, which is insane. I still think this is absolutely amazing. Mazzino picked up from Crew. I think Mazzino played for Crew, yes, which I think he's an amazing controller. Tex, phenomenal fucking Senti. Holy shit, that Tex actually was a player that I didn't know about before. I don't know if he was a relatively new player or not, but in 2025 he just 2025 or 2024, one of those years, impressed me to no avail. Like, I think Lev at one point was looking like the super team. I think Aspas was also on Lev in one of those years, but they were looking like a fucking super team, and their entire team was just so well rounded. So picking up Tex, I think, is a great addition. Verno has already showcased how great of an IGL he can be. You have the GOAT. So it's crazy that you have two GOATs on the same team. Oh my god, this is insane. MIBR for the win. I actually think MIBR is going to take everything. Hot take. Like, I actually think they're going to take everything. Okay. It's fine, we can leave this as this for now. But Sentinels versus Crew as our next matchup. So Sentinels went through kind of a tough spot, I think, when Zach left especially. You kind of lose your main duelist, but I know they had Redux, who was a substitute for them. He was in Qbert for a really long time, so I think he was always going to come into Sentinels at some point, and I guess this is a perfect opportunity. Then picking up Cortesia is also a really good pickup. I actually think this is a pretty well-rounded roster too, don't get me wrong. Caillou, he's one of the players which I'm not familiar about. I didn't really watch any games like the Red Bull Homeground and stuff like that too much, so I don't really know too much about how anyone plays, in fact. I'm curious to see how far Sentinels can make it. Now, Sentinels against Crew. I think Sentinels might be able to take this one. G2 and 100 Thieves. G2 has never failed to amaze me. I still think G2 has it in them, and I think this might be my locked in for the upper bracket. I know that was really quickly, but I think it's solid. If 100 Thieves can beat G2, I think they have a good chance of also making it. 100 Thieves can beat G2, 100 Thieves can beat Sentinels. I think that's fair game. I think it's the same way, but I do think they'll fall to MIBR. MIBR is just, I think, the super team for me. But look at the other rounds. Wow, this is actually a crazy stat bracket. Cloud9 versus 100 Thieves. I think 100 Thieves might take that. Envy versus Crew. This might still be a pretty tight game. I know I'm not showing any... This is obviously my biases coming into play, but I mean... I think that's what every Pickem's... It's so weird because you can't... I can't make a good decision. I haven't seen anyone play. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I mean, who knows? We'll see. Fury versus EG. I think EG might have this. In between Lev and Loud. Let me look at Lev's roster again. You know, this is gonna be another close match, I think. Lev and Loud, I think, is gonna be another pretty close match. If it's a close match, who do we have here? Oh my. I actually think I have Lev here. And between EG and Lev, EG might take it. No. Oh, it's so difficult. It's gonna be a tight match. It's gonna be a pretty tight match. I'm gonna go with EG here. I'm gonna go with Sentinels. And the upper, I completely missed the upper. Where am I going? I got followed the line. I want 100 Thieves to take it, but I think NRG definitely have the upper hand over 100 Thieves. And between these two, I think NRG also has it. Oh wow, this is also really close here too. I think NRG can still qualify. I'm believing a lot in NRG. You know, this is what happens when you win champs. I think Cloud9 has it over Envy. Cloud9 versus Lev. Should I instill a little bit of fate in Cloud9? Should I believe a little bit? Am I coping too hard? I think it'd be amazing to see Cloud9 make a good run. But between the two, you know what? I'll say fucking I'll put Cloud9. Fury and Loud, I think Loud has it. And Loud and Crew. I think Crew might be able to take it. Crew might be able to take it here, if I'm being very honest with you. Between EG and Crew, I think EG might still have an upper hand. This is crazy. I am going into this completely blind. I actually have no clue what to even think about this roster, about these rosters in general. 100 Thieves versus Cloud9. I want to lock in 100 Thieves here. As much as I love seeing like a villain arc for some of these teams and some crazy lower bracket runs, I still bias to my team. I want to see 100 Thieves win, guys. Like, I think they won America's one of the kickoffs for the season, but like I want to see them win. I feel like they deserve so much more. Like, they get shit on constantly, especially my boy Asuna. Like, I can't even believe he's still there. I'm pretty sure this is like his what, like 5th, 6th year on 100 Thieves. It's insane how long he's been on 100 Thieves. Oh my god, why does it always come back to these two? Why does it always come back to these two? Oh god. This is actually kind of a crazy roster. I can't even fit everything on one. But there you have it, guys. I think the people that are quote-unquote qualifying for each round. We have MIBR in the first, I guess, upper round. I don't even know what to even get. Yeah, upper round, middle round, lower round. I think I have MIBR in the upper round. We have NRG for the middle round. And last but not least, G2 for the lower round. Now, honestly, G2 can come through and be NRG regardless. I think these two both, regardless, these two will probably qualify. But I think I'm gonna lock that in. I think they're pretty solid. I'm gonna save my Pickem. You guys let me know what your guys' Pickems are. Feel free to drop links in the description below and I can have a look for sure. But I'm pretty notorious for having bad Pickems, so we'll see how this one goes. Maybe it'll be my first really good Pickems in a hot minute. Though, who knows? Who freaking knows? My biases always come to play, and that's how I always end up losing these Pickems. But yeah, like I said, feel free to leave your guys' Pickems in the description below. I'm really curious as to see what everyone thinks, who's gonna qualify, because this year feels very different from a lot of the other years. I feel like there's a lot of big changes, a lot of big roster moves that no one could have predicted. So I'm just excited to see where it goes. I just want to see some good Valorant, you know. And if there's a team like last year where NRG, for example, just had like a crazy year, I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll hopefully try and watch party some of these matches. Unfortunately, tomorrow I will not. Okay, I think today this video goes out, but regardless, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I will always announce whether or not I'm watch partying them on Twitter. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next YouTube video or Twitch stream. Have a good day.